Here's what's making news at midday. U.S. officials say the al-Qaeda leader involved in the planning of 9/11 is dead. Why his location hiding in plain sight in Afghanistan raises new questions. And hundreds are still missing as search and rescue efforts continue in Kentucky after devastating flooding. Hello, everybody. Good to have you with us today. Mark has the afternoon off. We're learning more details this noon about a shooting in Poynette that injured a child. During a press conference today, police confirmed the child was a 7-year-old girl. Police say she was shot in the upper thigh by a 10-year-old boy. The girl was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries and is set to be released soon. Andrew Long, who lives at the home, was arrested and faces multiple charges. The Dane County Sheriff's Office is shutting down a portion of the Dane County Jail because of safety and staffing concerns. Sheriff Calvin Barrett announced the closure in a press release this morning. The county will close the east section of the 7th floor, which is the oldest area of the jail. Around 65 men and women housed in that section will be moved to jails in Rock, Iowa, and Oneida counties. Residents will begin moving today, but it's unclear when the section will be completely emptied out. The Wisconsin State Patrol will have its eyes in the sky this week. On Thursday, the State Patrol will use aerial enforcement in Dane County along the interstate. Officials say it's easier to spot drivers who are speeding or driving recklessly from the air. If a pilot sees a traffic violation, they will relay a message to troopers on the ground so they can make a traffic stop. Pilots will also be patrolling Waukesha County. You can find a full list of the planned patrols on channel3000.com. Let's get to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Chris Reese is watching the forecast. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, we are certainly doing that. One of the big things that I'm talking about today, Susan, is the fact that humidity is going to continue to increase. So this morning, it wasn't all that bad, but later into the afternoon and evening, a lot of you are just going to say, no, I'm done with this, and you're going to go right back inside. Temperatures at this very moment aren't too shabby, though. 81 is where we do stand in Madison. Still some 70s back to the north and east. Watertown at 79, Juneau coming in at 76. But we'll continue to warm up as we push forward. Doppler track will remain dry for us, so I'm not concerned about any types of showers and thunderstorms developing while you're out this afternoon. But we will start to heat things up by 6 o'clock. A couple more hours of warming and wind starting out of the south. We could top out right around 88 degrees. So that will certainly keep things warm. Tomorrow, we've got a chance for thunderstorms. Some of them could be stronger. We'll talk more about this disruptive weather setup coming up.
All right, we'll check back in just a little bit. Thank you, Chris. New at noon, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is in Taiwan on a controversial stop on her tour of Asian countries. Pelosi and other members of Congress emerged from a U.S. military jet in the capital of Taipei. The plane traveled from Kuala Lumpur on a flight path that avoided the South China Sea and the Chinese mainland. Pelosi's trip has been cloaked in secrecy and angered Beijing, which raised the prospect of a military response to the visit. The White House insists there has been no change to U.S. policy toward Taiwan and the Chinese government. Nearly 1 year after U.S. forces pulled out of Afghanistan, the U.S. carried out a strike on a key al-Qaeda figure. Natalie Brand has more from Washington.
With the precision strike that killed Ayman al-Zawahiri, the U.S. says all the key plotters of the September 11th terrorist attacks are now either dead or captured.
No matter how long it takes, no matter where you hide, if you are a threat to our people, the United States will find you and take you out.
The U.S. carried out the drone strike Saturday night while he was on the balcony of a safe house in Kabul. The president says the U.S. went to great lengths to make sure no civilians were killed or injured.
The United States continues to demonstrate our resolve and our capacity to defend the American people against those who seek to do us harm.
The al-Qaeda leader's presence in Kabul raises new questions about why he was there. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says sheltering Zawahiri violated the agreement reached between the Taliban and U.S. ahead of pulling out forces last year.
Senior members of the Haqqani network, which is associated with the Taliban, knew that Zawahiri was in Kabul. There may have been other members who didn't. And we are communicating directly with the Taliban about their obligations not to allow al-Qaeda to use Afghanistan as a basis for plotting.
Former acting CIA director Michael Morrell says the strike could hurt al-Qaeda's ability to regroup.
They're fairly weak there now, but they want to rebuild their capabilities. And what this does, more than anything else, is says to them that we have to worry first and foremost about our security, even in Taliban-controlled Afghanistan.
Morrell also says even though al-Zawahiri has been removed, the U.S. needs to remain focused on counterterrorism efforts in Afghanistan going forward. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
The Taliban says it is the U.S. that violated the Doha Agreement with the drone strike. Hundreds of people remain unaccounted for this noon in eastern Kentucky, an area that's seeing some of the worst flooding in that state's history. At least 37 people have died, but that number could grow as water begins to recede. Floodwaters wiped out entire communities, and hundreds of people remain unaccounted for. The governor hopes once cell phone service is restored, some of those people will finally be able to reach out to loved ones. In Northern California, the McKinney fire continues to grow as officials race to get people to safety and find the missing. The bodies of two people who officials say waited too long to evacuate were discovered in a vehicle after it was engulfed by the fast-moving inferno. Investigators say when they did try to escape, their driveway gate apparently wouldn't open. Nearly 24 people are still missing, and that number could grow. Of the thousands of evacuees, many are staying at nearby evacuation centers. A new report shows that formula availability in the U.S. is getting better, but it's not back to normal yet. Last week, about 20% of baby formula products were out of stock. The White House is doing what it can, but for low-income families, babies who need specific types of formula, and families in rural areas with limited shopping options, the crisis lingers on. The FDA says high levels of production should continue for 6 to 8 weeks to keep up with demand. The first week of August is National Breastfeeding Week, and SSM Health is working to get the word out about how new mothers can get support and help from lactation specialists. New parents Jennifer and Thomas Carricker were struggling to feed their 16-day-old daughter. Wanting to provide health benefits for her newborn and form a bond, they chose to breastfeed. But after being able to get baby Hadley to only feed on one side while Jennifer felt discomfort, they sought out help, and they wanted to share advice to other new parents.
I guess my advice would be for new moms, if you're feeling that you're kind of struggling with breastfeeding or just having more questions or concerns, I would reach out to a lactation consultant. It's been very helpful.
There's so much information, and then the information doesn't seem to be consistent. So finding what works for you, knowing that it's not going to be a one size fits all type situation. It's going to be taking bits and pieces that you learn everywhere.
Both parents say since they got help, they've noticed that Hadley has been gaining weight and is a happy and healthy 2-week-old baby. New research indicates that consuming large amounts of processed foods contributes to expedited cognitive decline. Researchers found people who consumed the largest amount of the foods, over 20% of their daily caloric intake, had a 28% quicker cognitive decline. Experts say a diet low in ultra-processed foods and high in fruits and vegetables is the best route for your health. Stay with us. There's more to come today at noon when we come back. Why famed author Stephen King is taking the stand in a federal antitrust trial.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Shop local for quality made in the USA products at Wanakee Furniture, ETC. Browse a wide variety of sofas and hardwood home furnishings from brands you can trust, like Smith Brothers, Simply Amish, and Flex Steel. Every style, every budget.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Protecting your home starts at the top. If your shingles are torn, cracked, and flying off in the wind, it can cause leaks that lead to costly repairs. So make the switch to Erie Metal Roofing. Get one-day installation on the last roof you'll ever need. And there's no shortage in our supply chain, so we can turn your job around quickly. Erie is A+ rated with the BBB. More than 2,000 excellent reviews online. And now take advantage of this special offer. Call 1-800-966-4500 during this program and receive a 60-inch HD TV with your purchase of an Erie Metal Roofing system. We've helped thousands of homeowners afford a new metal roof. Call today for an estimate as soon as tomorrow. And don't miss this opportunity. Receive a 60-inch HD TV with your metal roofing system purchase from Erie Metal Roofing. Call 1-800-966-4500. That's 1-800-966-4500.
I love this state. Knock on any door in any county, and you'll find good-hearted, hard-working folks. People whose businesses I proudly helped as Lieutenant Governor. Hard work needs to be respected again, with fair wages and opportunities to get ahead. That's how my parents opened doors for me. My mom was a teacher and my dad worked third shift. I'm not one of these millionaires. I work just as hard for you as you work for your family. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
When we needed new doors and windows for our home, we were looking for someone we could trust.
We've done the bargain brand windows.
What we loved about Next Door and Window is that they were different.
We really loved their educational approach.
Call 844-600-NEXT. 50% off your installation.
Mom, Abel's looking for you.
Oh, all right. As parents, we know that all Wisconsin kids should grow up in a healthy, safe world. As a women's health doctor, I know that access to abortion services is fundamental to personal and economic success. I'm going to fight for financial security so Wisconsin families can succeed and even dream. I'm Jillian Bettino, a mother, a doctor, a fighter, and I'm running for Wisconsin State Treasurer.
Shop local for quality made in the USA products at Wanakee Furniture, ETC. Browse a wide variety of sofas and hardwood home furnishings from brands you can trust, like Smith Brothers, Simply Amish, and Flex Steel. Every style, every budget.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Best-selling author Stephen King is expected to testify today in a federal antitrust trial in the publishing business. The Justice Department is seeking to block Penguin Random House from going ahead with a $2.2 billion merger with its rival Simon & Schuster. The deal would reduce the big 5 American publishers down to 4. Penguin Random House, which is the biggest U.S. publisher, says the new company would enhance competition by turning out more books more efficiently. Simon & Schuster, which is owned by CBS parent company Paramount Global, publishes Stephen King's work. But the suspense novelist has expressed concerns about the merger. The USDA is proposing new regulations that would make food processors cut the amount of salmonella bacteria found in some raw chicken products. The CDC says salmonella bacteria sickens more than 1 million Americans every year, causing more than 400 deaths. And a new survey by Charles Schwab Retirement Plan Services finds people who invest in 401k retirement plans say they need $1.7 million to afford retirement. That's significant considering about 1 in 4 Americans have no retirement savings at all. But it is a decline of $200,000 from the estimate workers gave in last year's survey. Inflation and the ongoing effects of the pandemic are cited as likely factors. That is your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
Let's see how stocks are faring at the midday. The Dow is off 35, the Nasdaq is up 126, and the S&P is up 16. We're continuing our back-to-school fundraiser this afternoon, taking a look at the different ages that we're helping with your donations of supplies. Our Josh Spreiter is packing backpacks with the Boys and Girls Club, showing us what items they need the most.
We are hanging out with the Boys and Girls Club, learning what it takes to stuff a backpack for our News 3 Now Back to School drive. Taylor Jackson, the VP of Education, is here to help us out. And Taylor, this really is easy when it comes down to it.
Oh yeah, we've got lists of supplies for all the grade levels, and they're out there in the community at all of our drop-off locations.
So we have a nice setup here from pre-K all the way up to high school. You know, what are the most needed items this time around?
Yeah, and you can see they kind of progress. So, you know, at those younger ages, we're looking for those fun, colorful, exciting items, and then they get a little sturdier as they get older. Big items for us, those headphones. Students are using those a lot in the classroom these days. Notebooks and notebook paper, as well as those crayons, markers, and pencils that, you know, break easily, get used up quickly, and so we need to be able to replenish them throughout the year.
A lot of these items very, very simple just to pick up at our local store.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got over 42 drop-off locations. Many of them are actually the area Walgreens as well, and so they'll have the items all out and ready for you to grab.
You know, making a difference here in our community, that's what we're all about here with this News 3 Now Back to School drive. And I mean, what kind of stories are you seeing as far as, you know, getting these in the hands of local kids?
Yeah, I mean, so we're gonna have backpacks for hundreds of our members, and what's really big is just making sure that they're going into the school year feeling confident and ready to start off on the right foot. So it's really exciting to go in knowing, you know, you've got all the supplies you need. It's fresh, it's new, it's all packed up and ready for you, and so it just makes a huge difference in our students being ready to walk into the classroom prepared.
And this is a big week for you. You know, when do folks have to have all of this in by?
Yes, so we're collecting supplies through the 9th, including our big day this Friday out at Wingrove Oats.
Wonderful. Well, Taylor, thank you so much. Again, the goal to fill up this gym with backpacks, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We can do it. I know we can. If you'd like to learn more, you can go up to channel3000.com. Again, we have a list of all of the supplies needed, as well as where you can drop off those supplies as well. In the 608, Josh Breiter, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Josh, and Taylor as well. Coming up at noon, next at noon, Chris will tell us what the forecast has in store. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
The metal roof that Erie provides is top quality.
They really did a good job, and they sent us quality people, and I really like that.
Our experience has been nothing but positive.
With more than 100,000 satisfied customers, Erie Metal Roofing is your trusted expert for the last roof you'll ever need. Installed in as little as 1 day and tested to withstand up to 120-mile-per-hour wind. Backed with a lifetime warranty. Plus, look at the before and after difference. You'll have the best-looking roof on the block. Styles featuring the look of shake, shingle, or tile, and the strength of steel. So make your next roof an Erie Metal Roof, and do it now during this special offer. Receive a 60-inch HD TV with your purchase of the Erie Metal Roofing System. Call 1-800-966-4500 during this program, and for a limited time, receive a 60-inch HD TV with your metal roofing system purchase. Call 1-800-966-4500 for Erie Metal Roofing.
I'm Tim Michaels. The radical left, they're destroying everything we love about America. And too many establishment Republicans, they're along for the ride.
Tim Michaels, Army veteran, endorsed by President Trump.
I'm not some career politician. I'm a self-made Wisconsin businessman who doesn't give a rip about the special interests or their money. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm running for governor to turn Madison upside down and take back the freedoms that make Wisconsin great.
Tim Michaels for governor, endorsed by President Trump.
During Toyota's national sales event, we're working hard to deliver new Toyotas so you can enjoy the last of summer. From hitting the rapids with a RAV4 hybrid, to kicking up sand in a Tundra, or camping out in a Highlander. Hey guys!
Get 1.9% APR for 48 months on a new 2022 Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Back to school shopping can be stressful, especially for families on tight budgets.
Tomorrow, Josh Breiter finds out what the Boys and Girls Clubs are putting in kids' backpacks.
Plus, the next wave of heat is moving in, and how hot will go tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Concerts on the Square are back each Wednesday night through August 3rd. Enjoy a performance by the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra with family and friends at this totally free event starting at 7 p.m. Learn more at wcoconcerts.org. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is off today, so here are the farm numbers for Tuesday. Over to Chris now with a look at the forecast. Sunny and warm on this August 2nd, Chris.
Yes, it is. Here's what we're looking at right now. A live look from our station tower camera here on the west side. A beautiful day. But one of the things that I want to point out to you, it's this little layer of some haze on the horizon. There's actually a reason for that. We've got some wildfire smoke getting into the atmosphere. This is dome of high pressure out over the west. The jet stream sending that smoke from wildfires in Oregon, Idaho, and Montana all the way up across the high plains and into us right here in Wisconsin. So if you've noticed a lot of those beautiful sunrises that we've had lately, or the sunset last night, the sky looked like it was on fire. Well, it's wildfire smoke getting into the mix. We're going to see a little bit more of that. Notice, though, we start to get rid of some of that late Wednesday into parts of Thursday. That's because something happens. A cold front comes our way, and it's going to bring us a chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Doppler track quiet for us at the moment. There are some showers and thunderstorms over parts of central Illinois. Wisconsin is dry, but there's one severe thunderstorm that I'm looking at in parts of northern Minnesota at this point. Meanwhile, southern Wisconsin, it will be a nice day as you step outside and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Temperatures are mainly into the 70s and 80s, including right here in Dane County. A lot of us are seeing our temperatures into the 80s at this point. Sun Prairie, it's 81, 82 in Middleton. Verona and Belleville, both at 81, even right here in Madison. It is 81 degrees, a beautiful shot there. Lots of the boaters out at the Memorial Union Terrace. Winds out of the south at 16 miles per hour. In fact, your boating forecast is going to be a good one. Look for temperatures topping out a little bit warmer this afternoon. 87, our overall high, truly right around 88, but you do keep that sunshine around. Things begin to change, though, later on tonight. This is now 7 o'clock. It's dinner. So far, things are consistent. We're still seeing the southerly wind. We're still seeing the warmth and the humidity, but here comes that cloud cover. I want to point this out, by the way. This is 4 o'clock in the morning. Temperatures are still hovering right around 80 degrees, and it is still muggy. So that AC is really going to come in handy tomorrow. 8 o'clock, we could see the first signs of some showers and thunderstorms popping up for us. But midday, right around lunch, that's where we're going to see our best chance for some showers and thunderstorms. And anything that gets a little heavier, a little bit more instability, has the chance to be severe before we do clear out. But in the meantime, there's just a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5, from about Sheboygan to Beloit to see a severe thunderstorm. Elsewhere, we're not expecting the worst of the weather. So, planning out the rest of today, look for sun all across the board. Most of us top out into the upper 80s. A little bit cooler tonight, but some of us will see the chances for some thunderstorms in spots. Your overnight lows are still going to stay warm for this time of the year. Tomorrow, we're seeing our temperatures top out into the upper 80s again. You'll have that chance for thunderstorms, with that best chance again is going to be across southern and eastern parts of the state. All of us could see thunder, but the farther south and east you are, the better your chance will be. We'll cool down by Thursday, right around 80 degrees, 84 on Friday, back to 90 on Saturday. Still warm with 80s through next week, Susan.
Not bad for the first week of August.
It is not terrible at all, but we are for sure in those dog days of summer.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
All right, Chris, thank you. Up next, let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Looking to add some excitement to your road trip or your backyard bash? We have the answer, and it doesn't get any more all-American than this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
If your roof is 10 years old or older and the shingles are deteriorating and leaking, it's not your fault, it's the asphalt. Immediate relief is available with one call to Erie Metal Roofing. Get a lifetime of protection against wind, rain, hail, and heat with the most energy-efficient roofing system we've ever offered. And it may qualify you for a discount on your homeowner's insurance. Beautiful, insulated, stone-coated metal roofing backed with a lifetime warranty. See the before and after difference. Be sure you ask about our one-day installation. Get the last roof you'll ever need. And time's running out to call and receive a 60-inch HD TV with your purchase of an Erie Metal Roofing system. Visit online at eriemetalroofs.com. And remember, it's your last chance to call during this program for the 60-inch HD TV with your metal roofing system purchase from Erie. Call 1-800-966-4500. That's 1-800-966-4500.
that my economic plan is moving this country in a better direction.
What planet is he living on? Record gas prices, 40-year high inflation, costing families $5 grand more for their necessities. Sorry, Joe, that's the wrong direction. Here on planet Earth, Senator Johnson voted against Biden's massive deficit spending that sparked inflation, and he passed tax cuts to help Wisconsin families survive the economic turmoil caused by Democrats.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
It's Terrific Tuesdays at Hy-Vee. This Tuesday, 6 packs of Coke, only $1.88. 2 pounds of Hy-Vee shredded cheese, only $4.99. Roma tomatoes, only 77 cents a pound. And Craven Flavor potato chips, only 99 cents. Tuesday only. And save even more with Hy-Vee Fuel Saver. Right now, save up to $4.50 per gallon with your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
Hi, I'm Scott Walker. Please join me in voting for Rebecca Clayfish for governor. Rebecca stood with me as we took on the big government special interest and cut taxes. While Rebecca and I were fighting for reform, Tim Michael's company was teaming up with the union bosses and those lobbying for a gas tax increase. Rebecca and I knew that these increases would hurt Wisconsin families, so we stopped them. There's only one conservative fighter in the race for governor. Her name is Rebecca Clayfish.
It's August, and that means many of us are ready to hit the road for one last hurrah before summer is over. And with August being National Catfish Month, there couldn't be a better time to celebrate this farm-to-table favorite. No matter where your travels take you, if you're lucky enough to find U.S. farm-raised catfish on the menu, give it a try. Whether it's fried, baked, or sautéed, I promise you won't be disappointed. And for those of us who are planning a family reunion, backyard get-together, or a staycation, why not whip up a traditional Southern-style fish fry for a welcome change of pace? Or do what I'm doing. Pan-sear some farm-raised catfish until it's golden on the outside and buttery delicious on the inside, and serve it over some cheesy grits. One taste, and you're going to want to serve this Southern-inspired classic all year long. To get the recipe for our pan-seared catfish and grits, simply visit our website. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where all this month, we're celebrating a truly all-American way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Thank you, Howard. Maybe lunch outside today, Chris.
Yeah, it would not be the worst idea. It's going to be warm, though, and the humidity has certainly been on the increase. Look for temperatures topping out into the upper 80s. You get a lot of that sunshine as you go throughout today. Tonight, some of you could hear a few rumbles of thunder late, especially early tomorrow morning, but it is going to be uncomfortable. Your overnight lows are close to 80 degrees, and it's very humid. So if you like to sleep where it's a little bit cooler, it's an AC night. Tomorrow, we're talking more thunderstorms.
All right, thank you, Chris. Have a good day, everybody. I hope to see you back here at 4.